out here in Shepherd, Texas at the Crash and Burn Piercing and Tattoo. We're gonna open it up today. As you can see, we have the open sign. Technically, we're not supposed to be doing this today. We're supporting it because we support freedom, and that's what we're here for.
Fear is the real virus. If you're afraid of getting some kind of disease, it's because you're probably not taking care of yourself and you want somebody else to take care of you. That's the sad part.
I'm going to slam you on a ventilator. You put a ventilator on a working lung. The only reason you put somebody on a ventilator is if they cannot breathe on their own and or very low blood oxygen. So them saying, wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask. You're breathing your exhale, depriving your body and your blood of oxygen, and you're going to go to the hospital and they're going to slam you on that ventilator and gain 45 pounds.
Yeah, let me get you.
Think about it.
Okay, so Lily says we need to stop track and contact tracing.
Contact tracing, forced testing, which potentially would lead to forced vaccinations. For some of us, the line is all the way out at forced vaccinations. They just won't do it. What are they willing to do to prevent it from happening? That's each individual's decision. For some of us, myself included, it's backed up a little bit. I take mine all the way back. Let's just call it forced medical testing, right? Potentially even forced contact tracing. If an army of contact tracers start stalking me and my family, at a certain point, it's going to be a no-go, right? So for many of us, in my group specifically, again, I don't know where Philip stands on this, but much of my group is kind of anti-forced medicine, or what we would call medical martial law. There's a perimeter alarm going off, like, that's happening for enough folks to where they're getting up, and it's why somebody like Philip so quickly can just make a call to action and get people to follow him. How many hours? That's what that's saying?
They drove like from
the thing
Laredo, Amarillo to be in Odessa.
What needs to be communicated?
They gave
Again,
us that little bit of
I've even kind of,
It's on at the drop of a hat.
we're not out here just for a photo op. Roger that.
Exactly.
So, you know, to
100%.
take that away.
That shot's been fired.
Exactly.
I
That's
mean,
why
people are killed daily by police, and yet, you know, we just sit back
And that's the point I made to you earlier, right? We're all one, but we're also none. I mean, we're
individuals.
We're individuals that come together. It's just, you can't even put a label on it. It's just, we're like a riddle wrapped up inside of an enigma. We can't even define it. That's the best way I can say it. We can't even define it. It's not that I'm at a loss for words. We can't define it. I know it's just sound like monotone here. Freedom, like robots. Freedom. It's just that's the only thing we can get on the same page with.
Yeah, we can all get on board with freedom.
Being that one shot away from a revolution, that's not something any of us want.
No.
It's not something that I want. I know right now the hot thing that people are really talking about is, the whole Hawaiian shirt, the Boogaloo movement thing. And I think there's a lot of misunderstanding there. It's been labeled as, I think, people looking for that, trying to start that conflict. And I honestly don't think that's the case. I think it's become an internet meme, and people make fun of things that stress them out. And I'm sure you might agree, we're in a very divisive society today. People are at each other's throats for minor things. Politics being the most egregious offender.
Yep.
But and so as a way to sort of decompress about it, I think that's why the meme has become popular. But I can say I don't think any of us here at all want that to happen.
No.
And we're out here actively trying to prevent it.
Almost every country in this world has a constitutional republic and all that, right? So that document, if I was to ask you, how much has it protected anybody?
It hasn't.
Okay, so putting your faith on a piece of paper really doesn't work, does it? So what works is putting faith on one's own decisions, right? The human beings are free and independent of anyone. That's all it is. And when somebody puts their faith on a piece of paper, what happens is you start putting your faith also in the what so-called created by that piece of paper, which is called government, right? Which is a bunch of people with guns that want to destitute you out of your property and out of your liberty.
And sit there and take our guns away from us.
That's what I'm saying. That's your property. Yeah. So, and how do they do it? With guns.
Right.
We're representative of all Americans. And it's part of the reason I spoke to you in Spanish, to convey that.
How is it not that way? I mean, do you kind of have friends and family who are Latino, or do you tell me?
Well, no, I mean, my wife is from America. But the point is here, as I mentioned, we're in Texas. I mean, this is a boiling pot, right? I mean, Latin America's, it's part of our history. So, and then our movement, whatever you want to classify us, I don't want to give them a stance. You can just, I'm a freedom fighter, that's what I am. And freedom fighters, I mean, it knows no race. So I just wanted to convey that. It's here, I can tell you, man, it's irritating for us. And I'm not saying you, I'm just saying, in general, that's the first thing the media wants to jump to is that these groups are racist, and it's just absolutely not the case. You know, many of us are former military. And when you're in the military, first thing you learn is there is no race, right? We all bleed the same color, and that's the mentality we bring back into civilian life. So I would like that conveyed. But as far as how I know Philip, I mean, we travel in the same circles. We're both freedom-minded. There's nothing nefarious or top secret about it. It's just I know him because we're like-minded, and it's that simple.
If what I believe in is really the right thing, then it will just make its way out there. And it's just up to the American people. That's all that can happen.
Look, even liberals want to feed their family. So let's say hypothetically, a raging liberal has to make a decision like Jamie did here today. I promise you, we'll be there tomorrow. In fact, we don't even qualify.
I don't even really like using those terms anymore.
Texas is open. We're letting people know that we're not asking for permission and we're not waiting around. We have the power and we're going to tell you what we're going to do.
We will not ask permission to exercise our God-given rights. That includes opening a business that is necessary to support our family. Period.
Really, all we're doing here is we're just trying to help the American people reclaim freedom that they have lost from this lockdown that we're having. We believe that it's unconstitutional, and every single mandate is a violation of your, of pretty much all of your rights. And you have the legal ability to rise up as an American citizen and defy this, and we will help you do it. So, America, that's just my message to you. Rise up, stand up, open your business, go do business, go spend money, go back to work, go back to the gym, start living your life normally, and we will be there to back you up.